In this video, we will understand what is a cap and how do we set up a cap. In simple word, cap means limit. Now limit can be based on total number of converted calls, total number of connected calls, or even based on revenue. Let's suppose I add a daily cap of 10 and the criteria is conversion. In this case, client will not get more than 10 converted calls a day. So if you are having a high volume campaign, it is very important to add a backup buyer. If I set a monthly cap of 100, in this case it will mean that this client will not get more than 100 converted calls in an entire month. For example, if client achieves 100 converted calls on 14th of any month, then he won't get any other call for the next 16 days until the month is over or we revise this cap. If we set up an hourly cap, this will means a client will not get more than X number of converted calls in a given hour. But in some cases, the criteria is different. For example, I had a client for pest control where the total budget allocated by the client was $2,000 in a month and payout per converted call was $20, which means that a client cannot accept more than 100 calls in an entire month. In this case, either we can set up a monthly cap of 100 or we can also set up a global cap of 100. By global cap, it means that client will not get more than 100 calls irrespective of the time frame. Unless and until I remove this cap or I revise this cap, client will stop getting any call if the 100 converted call cap is reached. Such type of caps are set when client wants to test X number of calls irrespective of the time frame. Now the second aspect of the cap is concurrency cap. Let's suppose we have a call center which only have 4 agents. It means that the call center cannot handle more than 4 calls at a given point of time. If all the 4 agents are busy and the call center gets another call, either that call will go on a hold queue or it will get disconnected. Either way, it is a loss for the publisher. In such case, we set up concurrency cap. By concurrency, we means total number of active agents available to answer the call. Let's do a quick recap. Let's suppose we add a daily cap of 10 and a monthly cap of 250. In this case, the client will not get more than 10 converted calls in a day with total number of 250 calls in an entire month. Here we have 2 types of cap set up within one target. And if client gives you cap based on initial test or say based on revenue, in that case, we can set up global cap. Global cap is set up by the total revenue given by the client divided by cost per one conversion. So if your total cap is $8,000 in a month and a payout is $25 per call, in that case, total global cap will be 8,000 divided by 25, which is 320 calls in an entire month. I hope basic concept of caps is cleared.